What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. We back with some more Sabaton. This time we checking out they're on or in Livstid Krig. Okay, now it's crazy because I know that this is a video that I probably should have started with, or at least done very early within my Sabaton journey, but for some reason I missed it. But we are here now. Okay, now got some information over here. It's a paragraph long, but I think it's important that I understand what's going on, since this is not a lyric video, and it's very possible that just based off this image alone and all of those people that I might get hung up in the visuals and everything, because we already know how epic, I don't know in person, but I know how epic Sabaton performances can be. Now, it says here, for a long time, the Swedish army consisted of conscripted farmhands and small soldiers who were then given military training. Unlike the recruited mercenaries used by other European countries, men between the ages of 18 and 40 who were fit for military service were conscripted from the entire population of Sweden and Finland. However, as war dragged on, resources were drained. The mortality rate was frighteningly high, not only from battle. Epidemics spread like wildfire in the unsanitary conditions of the field camps. Disease, hunger, and cold took 4 times as many lives as the fighting. 2 battles that they're fighting. Wow. The high, it's crazy because when we think about these long drawn out battles, somebody who is not necessarily a history buff, I kind of get focused on the actual battle that's going on, not, forgetting about other like basic needs and stuff that they also have to take care of. Those resources are being drained. You want your soldiers to kind of go up there and fight at full strength. But I didn't even think about it. Some of them might even be, half past dead, dying from starvation out there fighting, right? Which of course hinders their their ability on the field. So continuing, the high number of casualties forced the Swedish army to begin recruiting. By 1632, the Swedish fighting force had grown into a multinational army of 93,000 men, only 6,000 of whom were Swedes and Finns. The majority were German, English, Scottish, and Irish mercenaries. Casualties of the 30 Years' War were not only limited to the army. Recruiting from everywhere. Everybody kind of feel that because they had to keep conscripting people into the army to continue to fight. The German civilian population was also hit extremely hard. 30% of city dwellers and 40% of the rural population also succumbed to disease, hunger, and violence of war. That's a lot of lives in these 30 years. Woo, okay. All right. Well, that's enough reading. Let's get straight into this. It's time to shut up and turn it up. Look at that crowd. Raise your camera lights, everybody. Okay, so it makes sense that they open up like that, right? Because of these many lives lost because of the second battle that was happening when they were fighting starvation, disease. Oh, hold on. I feel like there we go. Fighting the starvation and everything. That sound, that sorrow, that the sadness, you definitely hearing the slowness of the rhythm, this do, that wailing, right? That kind of anguish, this pain, everything they're going through. I love the way they open this up. Okay. That's awesome.
Bland fränder från min by så drog jag ut till strid.
this song kind of definitely hits even harder, right? Because they are themselves a Swedish band. So, it's literally them singing about their history, which kind of just doubles it, right? And I feel like it's an even deeper connection, right? That they singing about their history. The music just sounds different. And I can kind of see that kind of like in their stance. I mean, I'm sitting here looking at Joachim's face, it's almost like he's got a proud that we're singing this, that we honoring all these people that fell in battle. And of course, as I was reading, it was from multiple places, right? Not just but it's just I don't know the outcome of the 30-year war. But yeah, everybody's suffering and everything. So it's almost like a song of unity, if you will, right? Not heroism. What was that? I like that. Was that the crowd? It's just you just sit here, think about it, with everything that's going on in the world today and everything, and there's, I'm not gonna say too much about it, but you're in social media and everybody's talking about, oh, it might get drafted for this, at a certain age you get drafted. I don't really know how far-fetched that is because I don't pay attention to politics or everything, but I'm a father, right? And if something was to happen, my kids are very young, 2 and 3 months old, so chance of that happening is slim. I would like to think anything, but I sit here, think about that. Like, can you just imagine, right, that your kids, and then all of a sudden they're just called to battle and everything, and especially in this case where you uprooted from your own country to go fight, and what he said, he was like, there's no heroism here, right? You're just going out there to die. Like, that's so bleak. Like, in your head is just going crazy. Like, yo, I'm about to go die. Like, literally, that's scary stuff. I like when he said that, who will mourn for me, right? I'm going here and I'm fighting for them and everything, but what about me, right? This song is for them. Oh man. Whew. That must feel so awesome to be on that stage, man. Be in the crowd. One of these days, y'all, I'm gonna go to a Sabaton concert.
Saknar mig så se mig som den
Drums going crazy. Awesome. Yeah, man, this is definitely kind of one of them sadder songs, you know, not super like root up in energy and talk about like, I mean, not necessarily triumphs. This is kind of more of a story that's just focused on those who went to battle, right? Another thing that I found interesting in this lyrics was, you know, it says, "So look at me like this," right? So war is destroying a man, but look at me more than just a man. Like, look at me like this. Look at me as a father. Look at me as a son, right? Because once you start looking at them as not I mean, I understand it's not like expendable or whatnot. Not saying anybody is, then it just kind of hits you that much harder. Like this is somebody's father, this is somebody's son, this is somebody's uncle that's getting sent out there to die. Not necessarily for heroism, right? Just out there just to meet their fate. And that's scary stuff. And we think about that as the relatives, but think about just being in their shoes, just knowing that you're going to certain death. Like the amount of courage and amount of balls, right, that it just takes to do those certain things shouldn't be overlooked, right? That's why that's why only a few people can, you know, not a few, but that's why, you know, it's difficult. That's why I have appreciation for those who serve, because they do lots and lots of things. It's more than just going out there, you know, shooting a gun and going against your enemies. First, you got to kind of overcome your fears, right? You got to kind of that courage just it comes from a different place. You know, a lot of us think that we are brave until the opportunity arrives and we realize we don't really got nothing, got what it takes. And I think then and only then is when you really have appreciation, right? When you experience it for yourself, what that true terror is. But I am very thankful, even if the wars ain't got nothing to do about me, the loss of a life should never be taken lightly. So I will look up the kind of the history of that. I know they got a history channel. There's a couple of songs I've marked down of where I think I decided I will try to check out the Sabaton history channels. Their videos are quite long. So it's like one of them things where if I do a reaction, I can only do like one more because I got limited time. Hopefully it performs well, because I think those reactions are going to be at least like 30 minutes long. I think I might start off with some of the shorter ones. But anyways, that's been in this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.